Student debt, a hot topic on the Hill today. The Senate subcommittee on banking, housing, and urban affairs meeting to discuss how student debt affects everything from racial justice to individual borrowers and the overall economy. Here's Senator Elizabeth Warren.
About 43 million Americans owe more than $1.7 trillion in student loans. That's an average of almost $40,000 per borrower. Student loan debt takes a real bite out of personal finances. It can mean that borrowers can't afford a new car or can't get a mortgage or can't launch a business or can't start a family. This hurts them individually, but it also hurts the whole economy.
CNBC senior personal finance correspondent Sharon Epperson joining me now. She is a personal finance legend, in my opinion. We're so thrilled to have you, Sharon. So let's talk about this. Federal student loan payments, interest on hold through September because of the pandemic. That's great news. How can college students use that time to better manage their debt, maybe get themselves focused and on track here?
Allison, first of all, I'm thrilled to be here with you, too, and to share more great news about what you can do because those federal student loan payments are on hold, and that is to better manage your debt. Keep in mind, if you have private student loans, there's no hold there, so you still need to make sure that you're managing the debt there and paying down those loans as much as you can, as quickly as you can. But also, now's the time to take a look at your other debt. Take a look at your credit card debt, a car loan, whatever your highest interest debt is, try to tackle that first. If you have a small amount of debt, maybe you'll feel better by just wiping that out completely. But as Matt said earlier, this is the time to call the credit card company and say, hey, I don't want to pay an annual fee. I want to try to reduce my interest rate on the credit card. What can you do for me? If they don't give you the answer you want, try to switch to another card. The goal is to bring that debt down. And while you're doing that, love cashback cards myself, but take that cash and try to save it. You want to have that savings for the unexpected because we know we're in the most unexpected time we've ever witnessed.
Sharon, it is such great advice. I always try to take that cash back and either invest it or put it into savings. Every now and again I slip, but, you know, trying to stick with that. It's excellent advice. So how can students start investing in their future? You know, a lot of students work while they're going to school. So whether they're interning, they're working part-time, maybe trying to launch a side hustle, because that's the thing these days. Nobody had a side hustle when I was in school, but everybody does now. So how can you start investing in your future, even if you're just getting started?
I think the best way to invest in your future is to open a Roth IRA. Make sure you look for a Roth IRA because the benefit here is that you can use it for the long term, but you can also use it for emergency funds. Any contributions you put into a Roth IRA are yours to take out whenever you want. Make sure you're investing it in an index fund, in a fund that invests in a lot of different stocks. An S&P 500 index fund is one that looks at 500 different stocks, 500 different companies, and you'll get a broad range there to get your feet wet into investing. The thing I love about it is the fact that you do get this tax-free growth for as long as you want to, you know, have that, and particularly to 59 and a half until you're that retirement age. But I also love the fact that it allows you to have money set aside that you could use if you had to for emergencies. So it's a really good way to start saving and investing at the same time and create that discipline of putting away. Start at 2%, maybe 5%, 10%. 20%. It sounds crazy, but if you can put away that much money, you'll be so much more comfortable when other types of expenses come into your life. You're trying to buy your first home. You're trying to purchase a car. All of these things take a lot of money and savings and discipline. Roth IRA is a great way to get started.
Oh, Sharon, I can hear my dad cheering in my head. He's a CPA, and he always told me, even when I was a young kid, it's never too early to start saving, start a retirement fund, put away money for a rainy day. Advice that I think is so amazing. You have an entire event tomorrow dedicated to students, their finances, super helpful stuff. Tell us about it.
20 million college students out there looking for ways to make sure that they are advancing their financial future. We have a special program. It's called Invest in You, Finding Your Financial Success, where college students will be asking key experts their questions, their most pressing questions about their own personal finances. We have several experts from the CNBC Financial Advisor Council, the CNBC Financial Wellness Council, and we have somebody from the Shark Tank. You all may know Damon John. He'll be on there too to talk about entrepreneurship and that side hustle. So everybody has a question about their money, and this is the time to make sure you ask it and get the answers on your terms for what you need to know.
Sharon, an amazing panel. As you said, you even have a shark. That's really great. Thanks so much for doing that. And thanks for coming on to be with us today. We're so thrilled to have you.
Great to be here. Look forward to joining you again, Allison.
Thank you. And as Sharon mentioned, if you're a college student, you can get more of her great advice by signing up for her free personal finance event tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It is an incredible panel. Go to cnbc.com/NBCU Academy to register.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.